Hello, and welcome to Fusion Writing, where building character meets creating structure. We are in our last meeting for the month of January. This is our writing week, and this is where you get to find out what fun we've got in store for you writing. So, Victoria, what have you got planned for our people?
Okay, remember we've been talking about the 5 C's, which is something that I teach in my book, Zettelkasten for Fiction Writers. And I teach it in 2 different ways. The first way is a conflict-driven story, and the second way is a character-driven story. So for a quick recap, the first 2 C's are the same, regardless of what kind of story you're working on. It's always a catalyst and some kind of challenge or challenges. So that's how you kick off your story and you introduce a little bit of chaos or something that's challenging or problematic for the characters. Then, if you're writing a conflict-driven story, you have a crisis and then a climax. And if you're writing a character-driven story, you have some kind of character's emotional or developmental arc, or maybe you have some kind of evolution or transformation. And then, of course, they both end with a conclusion. So your writing assignment for this week is to toy with one of those 2 ways of creating a story. But the thing I want you to do first is I want you to tackle theme. Remember when we talked about how using a theme as a guiding principle can be a fantastic way of navigating your way through what you want to say to your reader in your story? Do a little pre-writing, maybe some of that zero drafting we like to talk about, and just sketch out some themes that you're interested in playing with. As a recap, some of them could be family, whether it's the family that the character is born into or chosen family. It could be issues of trust or of justice, perhaps belonging. You get to decide. It's up to you. But sketch out some ideas for themes that you might like to write to, and then choose one of those 2 structures, using either the crisis and the climax model to write a conflict-driven story, or the character emotional or evolutional model to write a character-driven story. I think what you'll find if you don't overthink it is allow your imagination to drive you through the possibilities. The only goal for this writing assignment is to get as many options on the page as you want to. You might even go so far as to have one note card for each of the 5 C's and fill that whole note card with your ideas. Then later, when you go back and look at it, something might jump out at you. It might be a nice way to pick out what the best idea is. The process is up to you. I'm just encouraging you. Try one of the 2 systems and definitely do that pre-writing on theme so that you start to get an idea of what do you want to toy with and what do you want to tell or talk to your reader about. That's it, guys. Get those pens on the paper because that stuff won't stay in your head forever. Kathleen?
Okay, Victoria, that sounds absolutely wonderful. Well, we can dovetail right into that with obedience, and here's how. Obviously, if you're doing a character development story, the character can come to a change in opinion as to whether or not they're going to be obedient in a certain set of circumstances. And it could actually go either way. The arc could go from perhaps it's a defiant teen who won't cooperate with the family and doesn't see his role in the family, who matures and understands that he has to be a part of the family as a member of the team and understand the importance of teamwork. Maybe some experience in school sports will teach him the lesson that he needs to know to understand, wow, my family is actually like a type of team. And when I don't do my part, I'm letting my teammates down. So that would be a story of evolution, of transformation that could be centered around the theme of obedience. That same concept could be used in the other direction. Perhaps you have a character who's been very obedient, has a boss that he absolutely adores, he trusts greatly, and has been obedient to the person's every request, and now something has disrupted that level of trust. It could be that suddenly he suspects that his boss is doing something nefarious. Oh, can he be trusted anymore? Or maybe it's worse. Maybe his boss is starting to lose some of his mental sharpness, and your character is frightened that if he is obedient in this case, something horrible will happen out of it. But those are 2 types of evolution. This one is from being very obedient to questioning obedience, or the other way around, from questioning obedience to understanding its value. Likewise, and it's not that much of a stretch, you can create a conflict-driven story around obedience. What do you have when you have somebody who's being disobedient? You've got conflict. You can easily create a conflict-driven story where obedience, maybe it's not the whole theme of the whole story, but where it certainly can pop up at a key element and drive your story in one direction or another, where your reader is wondering, oh my gosh, is he going to follow through and do what he's supposed to do? Oh no. It could be a key driving point in a story. But what's what I want you to do is meld in obedience in one of these two areas and go ahead and follow Victoria's character arc cards or the conflict-driven cards, your 5 C's in both directions, and see what you can do when you weave obedience in. Victoria, do you have anything to add?
And there you go, stealing my thunder. That is a fantastic example. Just allow yourself to look at the character traits and maybe start to make choices about, do you want to use this trait to drive a character story, or do you want to use it to drive a conflict story, or do you want to meld those together? The options are endless. They're like Legos on a table. You just toggle these things around and come up with great story ideas. So I would encourage all of you, lean into obedience this month and see what you can come up with in those two different models. If people wanted to share their stories with us or kick around ideas, Kathleen, where would they find us?
They would find us in LiLLiPub. LiLLiPub is where we hang out when we're not here in YouTube land. And we're coming down the final stretch and there's still time to participate. We have a wonderful experience challenge going where you get to play with all of the character traits at once. And if you are in LiLLiPub, you can download a list of all of the character traits. They're all there in one document where you can see them page by page. You can look through and see all 28 of the character traits and a pithy little description of them that will help you start getting comfortable with writing with all of them. And you can pick your favorites to do some experience cards to post over in LiLLiPub. And your writing assignment for this week, you can share it in LiLLiPub in Fusion Writing. And you can come on over on Saturday, have a meeting. That's the 31st. You could come and post your writing and talk about it in Fusion Writing and get to talk to us face to face. So come on over to LiLLiPub. See you there.
Mhm.
Bye-bye.